Okay guys, hi, welcome back. So I'm at work. Don't mind my attire. But yeah, so welcome back. I kind of wanted to talk about something a little more personal today. I finally got my intro video out to kind of introduce myself to the world and what I'm going to be doing. And I actually made that video in June, right? It's September. It's mid-September, and I finally posted it last night. Because of the very thing that we're going to be talking about today, which is self-doubt. I have always had this really big problem with like self-doubt and just really second guessing myself and kind of always giving myself the shorter end of the stick, things like that. Just not basically selling myself short all the time. Like, I notice I'm always selling myself short. Now, in my intro, I said, basically, my goal here was to kind of focus on, self-love and, really getting to know myself and, develop a bond with myself. And part of what's been stopping me is that self-doubt. I'll do something, I'll draw a picture, or I'll, record a video, and then, next thing I'm watching it, and then I'll watch it again, and then I'm critiquing everything, like, oh, my face looks weird, oh, my ears look fucking weird. I hate my ears sometimes, but, at the end of the day, like, this is me, these are my ears, I don't feel like I always look perfect, but my ears are actually a big reason why it took me a while to do this YouTube thing. I know, as minute as that is, my ears have been a very big insecurity for me, which, that's not I guess it's part of my self-doubt, but that's not the root of my self-doubt. Like, that's just something that I deal with, but my ears are, that's a big physical thing that I'm insecure about. So, it took me a while to finally post that first video, just because, I felt like, oh, everyone's gonna look at me and look at this bitch, looks like an elf. I've been called an elf my whole life. So, I'm the cutest elf you've ever seen, right? So, I guess it's cool, But, those are just things that, in life you just kind of have to, roll with the punches. This is what God blessed me with. This is how he made me, and, this is something that I have to live with until I die. So, I can't hide, I can't hide because of my ears. I can't hide because, I might fail, because obviously, there's all kinds of people in the world who have started things and, they failed the first couple times and they started again, tried again and again. And, they made it, they made something out of nothing. Like, it's so frustrating when I think about the fact that I've been sitting on all of these videos that I have for so long. It's frustrating, that I have all of these resources in order to get me to where I want to be and to do what I want to do, but I've just been so afraid that, oh, well, I'm not going to be as good as the next person, or, I'm not as pretty as her, or I'm not as interesting as her, or, like, you can't compare yourself to other people. Like, I cannot stress that enough. You cannot keep, you can't keep that thought of, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not as good as so-and-so. Like, you're not them. They're not you. So that's the main thing about it, is that we're all our own person. We all have our own ways of doing things. So your product might not be the same as theirs. And, the older I get, the more I'm understanding, if you don't make a move, that movie is either going to make itself or it's just not going to get made. And I just, I'm tired of life making my decisions for me, I'm tired of, like I said, selling myself short. I'm tired of being afraid. I'm tired of hiding. I'm tired of being so insecure, and it's crazy because, I'm like I told you guys in my intro, I've been out of high school for 6 years. It's really sunny. That didn't really help. Anyway, but yeah, I've been out of high school for like 6 years. So where I'm at right now, you know, I'm like, well, you know, I don't have my degree yet. I mean, yeah, I have a nice job, but that's about the extent. You know, I feel like you know, I don't have a degree yet. I feel like I'm not as smart as, you know, so and so or the next person. And, you know, I guess a lot of that has held me back. I mean, I've had all this time obviously to get it done, but I mean, I just keep, you know, like looking at the next person and comparing them. And I cannot tell you, like I said, I've been out of high school for 6 years, and I've been doing that for 6 years. I've been comparing myself, my artwork, my writing, my anything, my schoolwork, anything. I compare it to the next person and let that, you know, discourage me. I let that scare me. Like, obviously my art isn't gonna be the same as somebody who's been, you know, who goes to CCS and, you know, makes artwork all day every day. Like, they're going to school for art. I can't compare myself to a CCS student, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's my problem. Like, everyone is in their own walks of life. Everyone is in their own, you know, at their own points in life. And, you know, I can't let where somebody else is affect me and what I'm gonna do for myself. So, you know, I mean, I feel like I'm just talking, but like, I cannot tell you guys how important it is to have faith in yourself, because I can't tell you how many times, you know, I've bought sketchbooks, I've bought art products, I've like art supplies, whatever. I've bought all kinds of art shit, and it's all still sitting in my room brand new, because I'm afraid to create something that might not be as good as the next person. Like, how fucking stupid. Do you realize well, you probably don't realize because you don't know, but I've spent well over $500 in art supplies this year alone, and I don't have one finished piece. Like, I went to Painting with a Twist with my best friend for my birthday in February. That was awesome, because that really kind of put things into perspective, because, you know, I was able to, you know, create this beautiful piece, you know. I mean, it's not professional or anything, but it was very nice, and I surprised myself, you know. I surprised a lot of other people. They didn't, you know I was that good at, you know, painting, and shit, I didn't know I was that good at painting. But, you know, like, it took me just doing it to, you know, to realize you can do this. Like, you just have to put your foot in the fucking water. You gotta get in. You gotta put your toe in the water before you can swim, before you can, you know, do diving and, you know, the breaststroke and all the fancy shit that they do for swimmers, whatever. You gotta be able to put your toe in the water first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta check it out. You can't just, this is what I want to do, but I'm not going to do it because I'm scared. Like, I cannot believe I sat around for 6 years working these, you know, don't get me wrong, like, I've worked cool jobs, I've learned a lot of cool things, but the fact that it's 2019 and I could be doing something greater now, like, you know, it kind of like puts things into perspective for me, because, you know, I'm going to be 25 in February, and, you know, I want to have something to show for. You know, I want to make my mom and my dad proud, my grandma proud, my grandpa, God rest his soul. I want to make all of them proud, you know, and it's really frustrating that I've wasted so many years, you know, worrying about the next person and not being as good as the next person, or, I mean, even just putting energy into other shit that doesn't benefit you. Like, I have so many years of just putting energy and effort into other people and things and situations that did not benefit me, that I didn't learn from, you know, that didn't make anything happen for me. So, you know, it's just really, it's frustrating when I think about the fact that I've wasted so many years and so much time. Like, just thinking about, like, where I could be if I would have started this, you know, even a year ago or 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I've been out of high school for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should have so much to show for. I should have so much to tell you about and so much to talk about. I mean, I do, But as far as, I guess, where I was expecting myself to be in 2019, that's not where I'm at. But the fact that I'm realizing what I'm doing wrong and where I'm going wrong, I feel like that's the start of making things better for myself. You have to recognize the problem before you can fix it. And I think I got out of that whole denial stage of I'll be fine, I'm just kind of living my life day to day. No, now I'm looking 4 years, 5 years, 10 years in advance. I'm trying to have a lot of things, and I don't necessarily mean physical things, material things. I mean experiences, I mean memories, I mean spiritual, knowledge, just knowledge in general. I want to learn, I want to live, I want to, make memories. There's so much that I want to do between now and when I'm 30. I got 5 years until 30. And, honestly, I want to not be working for anybody by the time I'm 30. Like, mark my words, something's going to change. And you just have to tell yourself you're going to change, but you have to change. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or, I'm going to start doing this next. No, do it right now. If you are sitting here wasting your time, I sound like the guy from the one commercial. He's like, you sit on your phone anyhow. Why don't you make a call that's going to change your life? But you see what I'm saying? Like, really, that's what it is. Like, you sit around, wasting time, sulking in your misery, being sad about the shit anyway. So why not change that? Why not just make a move, make an action to change that situation for you? Why sit and sulk and cry and be depressed about something that you literally have the power to change? Like, the fact that I'm sitting here at 24 years old and this thought never occurred to me, like, it's very frustrating. Like, and the parents that I have, it's crazy to think that this never occurred to me any sooner, because my parents they don't just let me slack. But honestly, now I'm starting to realize maybe they just realized I was moving at my own pace and I'd get there eventually. I'm here though. I'm here. And let me tell you, it feels good to finally have that willpower and that motivation and that drive to want to make something out of nothing, like there's a lot of, I don't know, this whole week I've just been feeling really motivated and really excited and ready, to finally bring something to you guys and to show you guys something and to talk to you guys and to explain to you where I'm at and what I'm going through. Like, I want you guys to be able to learn from me, and, maybe relate to me. And, I want us all to, be able to learn and talk about our issues and fix them. I'm tired of letting things just go over my head and just letting things be what they're going to be. It's 2019. It's going on it's literally about to be 2020, okay? Like, there's no more teens, there's no more none of that. We're literally in 2020. We're about to be in 2020. Like, that's crazy to think. I saw a car commercial the other day, and it was like, presenting the 2020 Lexus whatever, and I'm just thinking, like, wow, that's crazy to think. Like, I remember sitting in my kindergarten class, when the Twin Towers hit. I remember they brought the big bulky TVs on, those roll-in carts for us to, watch the movies, when we watched the movies, but they turned on the news. And I remember that we watched this story of the Twin Towers. We watched that news story about the Twin Towers and 9/11. And it's crazy to think I remember that so vividly. And maybe it's because of that, because it's 9/11, maybe that's why I remember so vividly. But that's besides the point. It's just crazy to think that, I can remember something so vivid from, almost 20 years ago to, we're about to be in 2020. Like, that's insane. It's crazy to me to even think that I've been alive for 25 years. Like, that's crazy. I feel like an old ass lady, but, moral of the story, if you want to make something happen for yourself, if you want better for yourself, if you want anything for yourself, common sense, you have to get up and make that move for yourself. You have to initiate it for yourself. You can't wait for another person to kick you in your ass, or you can't wait for mom and dad to come, hey, let's do this, let's get you this, no, you have to do it for yourself, because you know, don't get me wrong, my parents helped me up into a certain, they still do, but up until a certain point, you know, it's kind of like, now I got to start showing you tough love because you think that I'm just going to take care of you for the rest of your life and, you know, help you out and do everything for you for the rest of your life. And that's where I was, you know, my parents have given me everything. You know, I love them to death because I've never gone without or, you know, anything like that. So I guess, you know, maybe that was kind of part of my mentality of, oh, I'll be all right. You know, my mom will take care of it. That is such a childish and irresponsible thought to have. Like, I'm grateful that I'm finally having this epiphany, this, you know, this change in mentality and you know, mindset that, you know, if you want to make something happen, you got to do it for yourself, you know, point blank. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm going with all of this. That's really the gist of this video. I just really wanted to kind of explain to you guys, you know, the mental space that I'm in and, you know, kind of, you know, let you guys know where I'm coming from, where I've been, you know. I know I didn't really go too much into detail. I know I feel like I talked a lot. I didn't go into too much detail. But, like, you know, I mean, just as far as, you know, everything, you know, I'm just glad that I'm finally in a space to make changes for myself. And I wish this on everyone. You know, I wish you all, you know, the epiphany that you always needed, that you always wanted, that you're longing for. I hope you have that epiphany. I hope you have that change in heart, that change in mindset. You know, if you're struggling right now, I promise you, if you have that if you just believe in yourself and have faith in yourself, and, you know, if you pray, if you're religious, if you're spiritual, whatever you pray to, whoever you pray to, you know, have faith in that and yourself, because you'll be all right. I promise. Because there was a time where I felt like it was the end, like it was over, like there was no reason to go on, like I didn't care. And now here I am, you know, a whole 180, and I'm ready to, you know, flip the switch. I'm ready to finally get myself out there and show the world, you know, just exactly what it is, you know, I'm here to do. And I'm excited, you know, I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited, you know, for the support that I'm getting. I really appreciate everyone and their support. I hope that you'll continue to watch. I hope you'll continue to, you know, follow me on this journey. You know, but thank you. You know, I hope to see you soon. Well, I'll see you soon. I don't know if you'll see me soon. But, you know, come back, you know, subscribe, like, share. And, yeah, I will be back soon with another topic. You guys have a good day and, you know, enjoy life. Be positive. Think positive. You know, watch the thoughts that you're keeping, you know, and just be blessed and have a good day. And I'll see you guys soon.